It's a Terrence kind of thing. Doesn't matter what you bring. Come and watch him do his thing. Cause it's a Terrence kind of thing. Hello. Welcome back to It's a Terrence Kind of Thing. It's your boy, Terrence, okay? And I guess you could say this is like Let's Talk Tennis. We're going to be talking about some tennis. I do want to start off by saying thank you. Oh, the sun rays. Thank you so much for all of your support, for all of your kindness. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys appreciating me, okay? So I'm sending it back to you with extra love and extra kisses. Thank you guys so much. You mean the world to me. You seriously do. Okay, let's get into this. Okay, I don't know. I know some of you guys watch tennis, some of you guys don't. Some of the videos do well, some of them don't. But I'm just going to keep coming. I'm going to keep coming with videos because that's what I do. That's what I love to do. Like I said, consistency wins and everything. Shout out to Peach McIntyre because she's the one that started that that awesome saying, you know. And it is like drilled inside of my noggin, you know. I gotta just be consistent. So anyway, we're going to be consistent just like this player. Just like this tennis player who actually took out the world number one, Swiatek. Iggy. So Iggy Swiatek. We're gonna say, I'm gonna do this again with Google because Swiatek. See. Okay, anyway, Swiatek, Iggy, she's world number one tennis player, and currently right now she's playing in the let me just say past tense, played in the U.S. Open 2023 this year, and she went up against an opponent that I talked about, and I actually got I talked about her not in a negative way, like not body shaming her, but I put up a video and it was about her attitude, and some people, like I said, who really like her or whatever, and I don't dislike her. I mean, maybe some of her ways, but I actually do admire her tennis. But anyway, so people were saying how she is, how I was, by bringing up the fact of her tennis, I was also fat shaming her. And I was like, never. I never do that. You know, like I said, the way that she plays tennis reminds me so much of Monica Seles. And I'm talking about Ostapenko. The way that she plays tennis reminds me of Monica Seles. So she plays very aggressive. It's just that she's not as mature on the court. So when I did the video, people thought also that I was talking about, like, you know, her being big. And I was just like, where did they get that from? Because I'm like, I'm a big tennis player, and I'm much bigger than she is. But again, like, if you look at her on the tennis court, if you watch the replay of Swiatek and Ostapenko, you will see that it's, you know, she's a little bit bigger than Swiatek and some of the girls on the field, but on the tour. But I don't care about that. I'm talking about her attitude. I was saying she had a big bad attitude, you know, in some of these matches, and it's absolutely like not mature. Okay, so let's like skip to the round of 16 at the U.S. Open. This woman was so mature. I don't know. I know her team, you know, her physio, her trainer, her coach, hitting partners. I know they play your team plays a big part in the way that you perform and the way that you go throughout, you know, your tennis career. For instance, like us, I mean, let me just speak for me. My career in surgery, it stems from the way that I gotta wake up. So it stems from, like, okay, my upbringing and like how I was raised, you know, and, you know, just to keep going, you know, don't quit, but don't settle, and know when to know when to, back away from something and know when to just dive into something. So anyway, I just feel like if I'm comparing myself to Ostapenko and her team, it will be myself and my family. And also going throughout, college and everything, it's my mentors and my teachers. So people play a big part in your life. And just like I said, with her team plays a big part of her life. And she is doing so well. Like, she's top 20 in the world. So let's not get it confused. Like, the girl can play tennis. I mean, she really can. Top 20 and, oh my gosh, like so many people. It's really impressive. But she just took out world number 1. She upsetted her yesterday. And for me, watching parts of this match, it's like, where did Swiatek go? Where did she go? Like, I mean, I just don't. And this is like why I want to talk about this, because we speak about consistency and we speak about mental toughness. We know, like, this year as well, like in the I forgot the tournament. I'm drawing a blank. It was Cincinnati. Yeah, it was the Cincinnati Open. Yeah, because the Cincinnati master leads to the U.S. Open tennis tournament. So yes, she played. She played Coco Gauff in the semifinals, and Coco Gauff won it in 3 sets. I believe it was so it was 7-6. So the first one to a tie break. Coco Gauff took the first set. It was in 6-3. Swiatek took the second, and then she finished it up. She being Coco at 6-4 in the third. She later went on to play a final, and she won the final. So she won that title and stuff. So all I'm saying is, Swiatek, I mean, I don't know, Iggy. I'm just like I said, the consistency doesn't seem to be there. She's a hard player. She's hard. Of course, she's world number 1, but it's something that just isn't clicking. And going up against Ostapenko, to be honest, Ostapenko is like hardcore towards, Iggy. And I just feel like, okay, well, when is Iggy going to break through? Being number 1, having won, some Grand Slams, and, supposedly supposed to be this even better than Serena. And I don't want to do the comparison thing, but you have to. You have to in these professional sports. And that's the way to keep it to keep it really interesting. She plays beautifully, but I was just really, really shocked in the third set. I felt like she ran out of a lot of fuel. Like, I don't understand that, because the first two sets didn't really require that much energy. I'm just saying from my opinion. So I was really shocked at that. But oh well, it is what it is. I know you lose some, you win some, but I felt like she should have won that. But Ostapenko, yes, very mature on the court. I think that plays a part in winning. When you step onto the court and it's just you and your opponent, and you're not really concerned about your surroundings, and you're not complaining about your surroundings, especially as a professional tennis player, because we all know, you go to these big events, and everybody's not going to be 100% silent. There's not 100% of anything, So, definitely, she handled herself very well. I'm super excited about that. I'm actually going to be watching her from here on out, because we still have Coco Gauff. Coco Gauff has beaten Carolina Rosen-Acme, and who actually retired and got back on, kind of like Kim Clijsters. I want to say Jennifer Capriati did it. Martina Navratilova, I think she did it. So that's why I'm like crossing my fingers. Please come back, Serena. Please. She could just come back, and I don't even care if like she wins Grand Slams. I just want her to be back in tennis, for at least a couple more years. But anyway, very, very good tennis ahead of us and stuff. But yeah, definitely that match for me was a shocker. It was a shocker. I just expected Swiatek. I expected Iggy to really knock out Ostapenko, but also in like during the match, I just felt like, okay, she was gonna like misbehave. She was gonna complain. She was gonna pout, and it was very mature, very very focused, and with the way that she's playing right now, she probably could win the U.S. Open. She could. Ostapenko. The woman who I actually complained about and was like, she just has a nasty attitude. But I wasn't speaking anything about her body or anything. And to be honest, she seems like she's lost weight, you know. Her and I both. but I definitely, and I'm just so, I love tennis, guys, and I'm super interested in, you know, like seeing people who normally just don't step up to the occasion, I should say. And now they're in this moment, and you have the quarterfinals coming next, the semifinals, and then the final. Like, that is pretty huge. I just can't imagine what's going through her head. And I can't imagine what's going through Iggy's. And I'm going to tell you this. They do the press conference, like the post, like, you know, the post, like, match, like, interview, you know, in the conference room. And it's like, I really don't, let me just tell you this. I don't buy that. You know, a lot of things that, you know, they talk about, like, in that post-match, you know, interview. I love how it is, like, when they first, like, when they're on the court, when it's fresh, and they're not seeing a bunch of people in a room and having to really think about, you know, some interesting ways to respond. So I like that. So anyway, I wish they could interview the player, the winner, and the person who lose, you know, because I feel like it's fresh. But definitely something to think about. Like, Ostapenko really is, she's really showing you guys, like, don't give up, keep going, because you can knock out world number one. So did Coco Gauff. There's just been a lot of upsets, guys. It's been a lot of upsets, and it's very impressive that these players are like they're not backing down. So in the YouTube world, what I want you guys to do, I know people are like, well, what the hell is he talking about? Who the hell is he talking about? But then for the tennis fanatics, they're gonna know everything that I'm talking about. Probably already do know it. But in the YouTube world, do not think that you can achieve things. Keep going. I don't care if you fail 55 times, get back up, and you never know that 56th time, you might just conquer that goal. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. I feel like if you keep going, you recreate more opportunities for yourself, and maybe what you're reaching for is not really what you needed after all. It probably is something that you opened, a door that you know, was able to open during that process. So just keep an open mind about life. Guys, again, thank you so much for watching. Please, please, please comment down below. Let me know if you know anything about, you know, tennis, you know, even if it's not concerning to these players, but let me know, because it's just so much fun to me, and it means a lot to me, and I appreciate you guys so much. And if you can, like I said, give me a thumbs up, comment down below, share me out. I want to be around the world. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to my channel. It's a Terrence kind of thing. It's a Terrence kind of thing. And I'll be back. Bye for now. It's a Terrence kind of thing. Doesn't matter what you bring. Come and watch him do his thing. 'Cause it's a Terrence kind of thing.